What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Gonzo, and today for Creator Chat, the chat where we find out other people's interests in the hobby besides Pokemon, I have the one and only Ichiban Dan. Dan, how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I'm on vacation right now, as you can see, is my surroundings. So I'm
Yeah,
in a pretty good mood and in a better one now.
that's awesome. Vacations are always good, always useful, especially if you're feeling sick, under the weather. And did you have a 16-hour flight before all that too, in a different country?
Yeah, I know.
Told you I'm petty. I'm petty. Uh, how's it going,
Yeah,
everybody?
it's a
We have
16-hour time.
big deal. Yeah. Shug Nasty, R&D Pokemoners, Elliot. How's it going? Gonzo, when is our live? Elliot, we're working on the details with that still. So hopefully it will come up soon and we can work something out. Elliot wants to do a live on his Instagram channel. So as of right now, I got nothing planned for after Collecticon, but we'll work something out, Elliot. Um, but back to my friend Dan here. Dan, I've been a newer subscriber to you, um, fairly recent. I would say about a month because I just found out about your channel. Because I just like a lot of people, especially people like Card Party, a lot of us don't promote ourselves in other people's chats. It's usually somebody else promoting us for it. Um, but you are so fairly new. You just started your channel, what, about 3-4 months
Like,
ago, correct?
not even about 2 months ago, I'd say. Like, I started working on the first video at the end of June, like beginning
Yeah.
of July, after Card Party, actually. That was really what I was like, I want to be a part of this. So
Yeah.
I
That
decided just to give it a shot.
was Card Party the catalyst of the reason why you decided to start your channel?
Yeah, pretty much 100%. Like meeting a lot of the different creators, but especially like getting to be face to face with people like Rev and Deep
Yeah.
Pocket Monster, obviously, and like Cool Trainer Ryan, who I'm kind of like a little in love with that man. He keeps threatening to block me on YouTube because I throw memberships at his chat. But
He is he is what's the word I'm looking for? Like he's a lot, like everyone can tell in his videos he's a muscular guy. He's a lot more muscular in person than you would think.
dude, and he tall. He was like
I
easy.
don't think he's
He was
that
like
tall.
6'2", easy.
I
Six
don't
two, six. I mean, yeah, he's not like
I don't think I remember him being that much
D1,
taller
but
than me, but he was taller than me, but I don't know if he was that much taller than me because
like
I'm 5'10".
yeah, I'm like 5'10", 5'11". I got a picture of us together, and like he's like crouching down to take a picture next to me. I'm like, damn, dude.
Maybe that's why I don't remember, because he was probably slouching the whole time to make people feel better.
Yeah, right.
But
Like, can't just be
yeah,
complete alpha Chad in the Pokemon space, but
yeah, I tossed some cards with him at the trick shot, and that was it.
nice.
He was getting salty at some parts. He was like, "I'm gonna go get my own goddamn cards. These are all busted and messed up." Because the cards they were using, they were energy cards.
Yeah,
If you guys want a code card, if you can find it, go ahead, take it. Um, but they were the ones that kids and people were throwing all day. So by the time he finally got to the trick shot area, there were the corners, everything was dull. So nothing was popping, nothing was sticking.
yeah.
There was bends in all of them. It was nuts. So I don't know when he went back down, when he got the card stuck in the 2x4. I don't know if he used his own cards or what.
I don't
But
know.
even then, like, people were like, that's nothing. I'm like, what do you mean that's nothing? Like, half you people couldn't even get the card in the watermelon.
Yeah, I couldn't do shit with that. Like, I was struggling. But get into the 2x4, that's like whole
Yeah,
different
that's
level.
nuts.
Dude's Gambit. Like,
Yeah, he's real life Gambit. We have yeah, in the chat, and Bossman Co. How you guys doing? Yo, what up, dummies? Teams of Enderman, of course. Don't lie to us. We're dumb as rocks. We get it. um, so who was the person that you were talking to at Card Party when you, like, it clicked in your head? Yes, you know what? This is it. I'm gonna put my feet on the water. I'm gonna straight up yell cannonball and just make a video. Was there a
I
particular person or moment, or was it the whole event overall?
yeah, I think it was the whole event more overall. I mean, I think it was really talking to everybody, every creator I
Mm,
met. I It just blew my mind how respectful everyone was. Watching everybody particularly interact with like all the kids that were there was just incredible to see, and just it felt like,
yeah,
I guess the best way to put it is I don't like crowds. I am not a like big event guy. Like I'll go to a concert every now and again, and I'm like the whole time I'm like, man, this is like I'm loving the music, but too many people around me. But Card Party didn't feel like that at all.
Pokesurge Sheesh raid. Sheesh! Can we get some fives in the chat? What's going on? Hey, Serge, thank you so much for the raid. If you guys do not know who I am, my name is Gonzo, and this is my guest today, Ichiban Dan, and this is Creator Chat, where I talk to people in the Pokemon community, and we talk about Pokemon, their interests, and other hobbies within it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all the raiders. Thank you so much. We have Tam Fam. Oh, Tam Fam, you missed some inside jokes, and I know you would have loved them. All-time Poke. We have OTP, Kile, OFC. I keep wanting to say OFC for Off Center Johnny. I don't know why. We have OCJ, Off Center Johnny, Kelly, Laura, of course, Colin's dad, Louis Franco, Shug Nasty. We know you've been in here. Pokesurge, thank you so much for the raid. Sheesh! Again, some fives. Sheesh! Just everything, guys. Christian DeLeon, Michael Scott. Yeah, Tam Fam, you're gonna have to. Tam Fam, don't worry about it. I'm gonna start a poll if you should, if Tam Fam should rewatch or not. Don't worry, Tam Fam. We didn't go into too much detail, so we're just letting off a little bit of petty steam, is all. But yeah, so we're talking about Card Party at the moment, and why Dan decided to put his feet in the water. And like you said, overall, it was the whole event in general. So I'm assuming you're going to Card Party Gen 2.
Oh yeah, I missed the pre-sale tickets like a dummy. So I'm just like I'm fiending for Pat to give us the information on where Card Party is. Yeah.
Okay. Like, we talked about it during the group chat over the weekend. I don't know if you were in the chat yet, or if I don't remember. I probably don't remember because I'm an idiot.
I think I was there when Dan was talking about it a little bit, but
no. Where we were guessing your location. Where do you think it's going to be held at?
I mean, I'm kind of with. I think it was Lux, where it's like it's probably going to be in SoCal. For them to have a big event like that, and Pat's whole team and himself, for that matter, how busy he is that weekend already, to add on however long a travel. I don't know if he's ready to do that. I mean, I don't know. Pat seems to have never ending energy, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But I would guess SoCal somewhere still. I don't think in the same place. From what I understand, they didn't really like that hotel very much.
I think they did and didn't at the same time, because but like Dan said, Dan Prime said, not you, Dan, because it was kind of a last moment thing, and even Gen 2 is because of how far in advance they have to book for a lot of these events. And like I didn't know it was so last minute, even though it was months in advance, and this one's even longer than that. But yeah, I think it might still be SoCal, just because it would probably be easier on some of the pockets for his team. But overall, I wouldn't mind it if it did go to a different state.
Oh man, chat, if it's in Serbia, I'm going.
Yeah, if it's in Serbia,
I want to be there. I just
yeah. Chat, let us know in your thoughts on where do you think Card Party Gen 2 is going to be held at. R&D Pokemoner says it took her a while. She's under the weather and priorities are elsewhere. Yeah, everyone and their mom is sick. King's Pokemon Empire sub to Dan. Thank you. Hey, you're gonna love, if you guys love informational videos and education and just the history of the Pokemon TCG, you're gonna love Dan's videos. We have a big convention place here in Vegas for Card Party. I think Vegas would be a great location for Card Party Gen 2, except that depending on what part of Vegas they're in, it's not going to be as family friendly as Anaheim next to Disneyland. But I think Vegas would be a good spot. A lot of people
are saying Vegas during the day. I think the Strip's actually a lot more family friendly than you would assume.
Because it's in the daylight, and it's
also as soon as the sun goes down, man.
Yeah, but that's the other thing too. We have to think about the heat, because they said it is going to be around this time in the summer. So I don't know if I want my kid. I don't even want to be around 115-degree heat. I don't want my son out there doing that. Yeah, Dallas, middle of the country. Dallas would be. I think Dallas would be a good bet. I think anything in Texas would probably be the best bet outside of Florida and California. Yeah. We have big convention centers, not just casinos. Oh no, I completely understand that. That's why I was saying it depends on what part of Vegas it's going to be at. I had family who lived in Vegas for decades, and I don't. Most of the time, we weren't even on the strip. We were off by like the golf courses and all that stuff. Hey, Digi Smithy TCG, how you doing? If they host a card party minus kids, I'll be there. Well, Laura, I hate to burst your bubble, but that's probably not going to happen. But back to Dan, let's talk a little bit about your history with Pokemon. So you started the channel very recently, back in June. How did you come up with your name, Ichiban Dan?
Ichiban Dan is a name I've actually had for a while that I've just been sitting on and never really anything I tried to use it for. No, it's actually a double entendre in Japanese with my name.
Oh, is it? Because I know so Ichiban is a beer.
Yeah, well, Ichiban means number one. So in Japanese, and then my name's Dan, but Dan or Dan in Japanese can also be another way to say man.
Yeah.
So number one Dan, number one man.
Shut up, Dan. No one likes you. That's actually really interesting that you decided, like, because I kind of went the Pokemon route with my username, because 026 is my favorite Pokemon's Dex entry. I like people who don't get me wrong. I'm not casting any shade on the Pokies, the Pokemon, the Deep Pocket Monsters. I'm not throwing shade at any of those guys. I just feel it's not as creative as making up a name. Like, and I never would have thought Ichiban Dan was because it was that thought process with it. I assumed you were just a beer guy and you like their beer. Or you were.
I mean, I do like Kirin Ichiban's a great beer.
Yeah, so it is.
It's that's fine with me to be associated.
Busman Co wants to know: do you play the TCG?
Very poorly. Yes. I play very poorly, but I do. I've been trying with live. I've been trying to play, and I got a structure deck and was messing with it. The Shadow Rider Calyrex one. And I've been there's a local shop near me that has basically tournaments for kids and people to learn how to play. I've been popping in.
Do you play against the kids and just?
Oh, totally. I mean, there's other adults trying to learn. It's mostly me and a bunch of parents and their kids, and I'm playing against all the kids' parents but they don't even know anything about Pokemon. So.
Yeah, so you're just destroying these kids that are they're the parents that are just trying to.
Yeah, they're just trying to be supportive with their kid, and I'm just
you're like, haha! I summon Exodia. Ghastly Grabs, hi, how y'all doing since the last time? Good. Did I send you the video she sent me about?
Oh man, it was bad. The walls here are thin. Like, you sent me that, and I was like, I snorted. Probably woke my parents up in the middle of the night, but
yeah. Shug Nasty says, y'all see the One Piece live adaptation? Straight boo boo. I'm actually really excited for it.
You know,
how much he was involved, for how much he's involved in the casting and the process, I think it's going to be a lot better than a lot of people expect it to be.
I don't think it's going to be like Evolution's bad.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
We'll see.
I don't think it's going to be Dragon Ball. I don't think it's going to be Dragon Ball level bad.
It already looks better than that, but
yeah. Hey, gotta start. Oh, cool. Gotta start somewhere. Yeah. So what other hobby? How long have you been into the Pokemon hobby itself, though? Since the pandemic, since forever, on and off. Tell us about your TCG background.
TCG is like I'm pretty much brand new with the TCG, so I would say I started probably a little bit before Lost Origin dropped in English. So not long at all, but I have been in the Pokemon space in general. Like, I've watched the anime and played every single game concurrently since 97, 98, right? So I never really collected the cards. I did here and there. A lot of them got lost when I moved out from college for college, whatever mom did with them, who knows? But I just, poor college student, I never felt like I had the extra scratch to be buying Pokemon cards. I wanted to, but just never did it. And then last year, I've been working a big boy job for a while. And last year I just kind of, I don't know why it came up in my feed, but it was a Deep Pocket Monster video. It was the bad binder behavior video. And I watched it at like 3 a.m. Like totally didn't have a single Pokemon card to store in a binder or anything. And I just sat there. I watched that video and I was like, wait a second. I scrubbed back because he showed some modern alt arts. And I was like, that's what Pokemon cards look like now?
That's
like,
what they look like. Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
Someone hold my Kieran. I need to go get some Pokemon cards.
Exactly. And then I ended up, buying 1,000 friggin' Silver Tempest packs, and a couple months later, trying to get Lugia.
And how is your collection now? Like, are you just maxing out your credit card, trying to buy some stuff?
It's not maxed out. It's not maxed out yet. We just keep raising the limit, and it never is maxed out, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it works, right? As long as I have to keep raising the limit, it's just free money.
Yeah.
No, it's doing pretty good. I kind of switched to one of my first videos that actually people seem to like was talking about setting a goal.
Slutting a goal?
Yes, I don't know.
Slutting a goal. That's a new one to me.
Like, well, yeah, you got to really get intimate with it. Like, you have to get close to it, otherwise you won't stick through with it. So,
exactly. So what was that goal though?
So the original goal was Lugia, which I had no plan for. I just bought cards after cards after cards, and then the goal after that was to rebuild my childhood collection. So there was a few key cards that I wanted, and then to finish a base set unlimited, which was easy enough actually. Like, I expected that to take longer. And then now the goal is shifted into VS series, where I want to complete the full VS series, which is going to take a lot longer.
How many cards are you missing from that?
Oh, fuck. At least 90 something. The hard part is even the commons in VS series are like $10, like at a minimum.
Yeah,
right.
Well, because it like you said in your video, there is no English set, so they have to be that set.
And it was a short
limited.
print. Yeah, it was a short print in Japan. Like, the packs that go for like $1,000 now. I mean, you get 30 cards in them. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, you buy one pack, you might luck out and get a good chunk out of the way, but that's a lot to spend on one booster pack. I ain't there yet.
Not yet. No,
not until. Oh, we will.
Yeah, not until you start a ripping ship, max out your credit card, and don't make any money back.
Yeah, none of it. That's the dream, right? Just give back to the community.
Yeah, but don't forget, you need to charge people if they want you to raid them, if they want to shout out.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Because that's
if you guys want to shout out on your channel to my 3 subscribers, it's going to cost you $5,000. It's reasonable.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Pokakeely says, I do like that. Akile. I don't know why I say Keely. Keeley says, I do like the actors they chose for the One Piece. Goes for the nationalities Oda has said the Straw Hats were. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not mad they're not manga accurate. I mean, who's going to be wearing a giant 6 feet dick nose prosthetic for that long?
A champion.
A
very dedicated or very desperate actor.
Yeah, exactly. Hawaii 5-0. Aloha, my friend. How you doing? I hope you and your family are doing well after the fires. Again, sorry about your loss. If for you guys who don't know about the Maui fires, you got to be living under a rock. Please donate to Maui in the relief fund. We have members in the community who were directly affected by it. Everyone's saying hello to 5-0. Tamfam, my credit card keeps raising the limit without me requesting it. Yeah, mine too.
Mine does that too. I don't like that. I
don't like it either.
That bugs me. I'm like, stop trying to trap me into spending money. You know, they know what they're doing.
I know what you're doing.
I know what you're trying to do.
Busman says if you are playing live, you should try a Lugia deck in the TCG. Hit that like button, everyone, says Tamfam. Tamfam's just trying to get another wrench. I don't know if I should trust it. Tamfam, relax a little bit. It's okay. You can be an honorary mod for a little while, okay? Just no blue wrench. Just relax. Take your time. Ichiban Dan versus VS series is dope. That was a really good episode. I'm one of the 3, says SDC. R&D Pokemoners, what's been some of your most memorable moments in the short time back into minus card party? Okay, so he's asking, what are your highlights that you've done since being back in the hobby, not counting card party?
Not counting hard party. Well, okay, so on the selfish side, pooling the Lugia the first time, I know like I've really moved into the singles space more than ripping a ton of packs. Like I'll buy a booster box here and there, but for the most part, I'm just buying the cards I like because it saves me some money. But yeah, I mean, pulling a chase card you're after never gets old. I mean, that feeling is $1 million. But I'd say this one at a trade night. Honestly, somewhat recently, like 2 or 3 months ago, just it feeling so welcomed in a community again, like in my hometown, and it's adults, kids of all walks of life. Of there's guys in there that look like they spend every day in the gym. Some guys in there that look like they've never been to one. Women, men, doesn't matter. Like and everybody's just vibing because everybody's there. Vibing. We're all about Pokemon. Doesn't matter why you like it, what you like it for, as long as you're respectful and you're there. And I'll tell you, I've been in a lot of like different geek fandoms, I guess you could call it, and none have been as just awesome as the Pokemon community. Loving, absolutely. Accepting, welcoming, just fun. Everybody's just positive and is just excited that somebody else is into what they're into.
It is unfortunate though, because we have experience of it from this weekend, that not everybody, like they have good intentions, but the way they act is not what the community stands for. There's a lot of woe is me moments this weekend, and let's just say one of the mods in the server had to put her foot in someone's ass this weekend, and I'm really glad they did. Did they get the hints in the lesson? No, but at least it got to the point where everyone in the server now is just like, look, fella, stop. But yes, this community is so open, so welcome for the most part. There are going to be those gatekeepers. There are going to be those assholes that are like, no, you're not a real fan. You can't. Oh, you've only been collecting for 3 months. Come back to me later when you've collected for two years. And that's just silly to me.
Yeah, I mean, you know what though? Like to those guys, I at least can respond. Like I'm like, I've watched your streams. Like you mispronounced like half the Pokemon. Don't even know who they are. Like catch me not knowing a Pokemon. Like just because I haven't had the cards doesn't mean I don't know my shit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like Joey and I have talked about it, and even Pat and I have talked about it. Like and they admit it. Like we don't play the games a whole lot. There's not a lot we know about it, but they're not out there every stream, every time they open up a pack of cards. Like, oh, a mouse hold. This looks stupid. It's just a mouse. Why are there 2 of them? And they throw the card. That's not a good one. A good one's a crab, like Krabby. Shut your ass up. Mousehold has a great gimmick, great Pokedex entry, and how you evolve the Mousehold or the tandem mouse into Mousehold is straight comedy gold because I'm a child. Yeah.
There's plenty of criticism I agree with, plenty I don't. I'm like, but Pokemon is still like, I was like,
there's still Pokemon for everybody.
Yeah, like there's gonna be Pokemon you don't like. There's gonna be Pokemon you do like. Why get so fussed on whether you like it or not and just try to enjoy it? I mean, in the game space, I'll say that like I'm getting a little tired of this billion-dollar company cutting corners, but that's a whole different issue. But I don't think like the design or like love of the game is necessarily the issue.
I like a lot of the designs for this series, and the storyline was amazing. Like Arvin pissed me off in the beginning, and then my boss stuff came out, and you're like, oh, my friend, do you need help?
Oh man, I was pulling out all the old school like VGC strats I went straight through his story. I was beating that fucking it was like level 50 something Dondozo with like level 30 Pokemon because I was like, oh, I can't go battle a gym. This guy's dog's dying.
He's
like,
dying. His dog. Spoiler alert: the dog doesn't die. Like I don't need a damn gym. I need to get this dog a sandwich. Yeah. Hawaii 50 says, I would like to thank everybody who donated to the Maui fires. I really appreciate everyone's help. Mahalo from the Hawaiian. Hawaii 50, take your time with getting back to the community, getting back. We understand if things take time. Talking about the Tamfam, don't trust me. If you can't trust Tamfam, you can't trust me, says Laura. Yeah. multitasking. Do we like Japanese? Oh wait, I missed something. Just use the Max Mofo technique and call it a derogatory term if you don't know the real name. I normally would do. I might do that someday, but I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it like PG-13 at the most.
Yeah.
Because if I start like name dropping everything, because there's so many Pokemon out there now, even I get tongue tied and like forget like which one's this. Yeah. Oh god, there's over 1,000 of these things.
Yeah, it's like, tell me what the middle evolution of the Hatina into Hatterene line is. Like, tell me what the middle evolution of that one is off the top of your head. Like, come on,
you know what I mean? It's like Hatine or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some that's like, oh, I know that one. There's others like, hold on. Okay.
That's my point. Is like, there's what 1,060 Pokemon now, including the Ultra Beasts or something ridiculous like that. Like, it's a lot. That's a lot to remember.
And there's still going to be more coming with the DLC.
Oh yeah, and then Gen 10 is going to be around the corner. I mean,
I wonder where they're going to go for Gen 10. I think they're going to go back to America. A lot of people are saying Brazil and all those other stuff, but I don't know. I think they're coming.
I hope they go somewhere exotic. I mean, somewhere different than Europe or Japan, because that's kind of what we've had so far. United States,
I think India would be cool.
Yeah, I think India would be awesome. Brazil would be awesome. Any Latin American country, South American country would be cool.
Yeah. SDC wants to know, do we like Japanese over English cards? For the most part, yes. Not at the current moment because of the new boom going on, because I can't afford some of that stuff anymore. But yeah, overall, I like Japanese cards more. How about you?
I agree. Yeah. I mean, I don't have too much of a preference. I'd say Japanese quality is just night and day better is really the issue. But like it doesn't fuss me. Like, for example, if I have a Japanese version of a card or an English version of a card, I'll consider that master setting because I don't care. Like I got the Japanese version. That's close enough. Like, it's the same card.
The card's a card. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean I can read them, so it doesn't really fuss me either way.
What was I doing? Oh, okay. Sorry, I had something popped up and I had to get rid of it. Not porn. That's not what popped up.
We'll share with the class. I mean, I'm always looking for recommendations.
Hopefully, it was. Oh, I'll send you recommendations. Do you like Rule 34 hentai stuff? Because I'm all about that. Cool, easy. I got terabytes of it. Okay, so I normally don't share these kinds of stories on these chats, but this one's too good. So on deployment, I brought 2 portable terabyte hard drives with me. One was for like movies, TV shows, stuff like that, and stuff so I can trade with other people with other movies, TV shows, so I could like have something to do while on deployment. And then the other one was for like my study material for advancement exams in the Navy. Put some personal photos and videos on it from like when I go out in the country, take some stuff.
Yeah.
But then I realized like, oh man, I don't got anything to use. Like I think I made it like a solid 3 months before I'm like, I'm good. And then after like one port, I'm like, I'm not good. I need like shower. There's some shower babies about to be coming. Like, so
train pregnant.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, like let me talk to the weird guy in the berthing. And the berthing is the sleeping quarters on the ship for the sailors. So I'm not gonna say his name. And I'm like, hey man, you got any of like the good stuff? And he goes, yeah. How much are you looking for? I was like, I don't know. Like, I was like, I haven't done it in like 3 months. Like, just give me a 30-second clip from the main page and I'm good. He was like, okay, I gotcha. And he pulls out a straight up like this is back in 2012. So a terabyte, like a 4 terabyte.
Yeah. The big
hard drive. Yeah. But he had to plug it in to power it. It wasn't like an actual portable one where he could attach it to his laptop and be good.
It was like a server. It was a server block.
Yeah, essentially. So he turned it on and it was nothing but porn and it was full. I'm not joking. He was like, what kind of categories? I'm like, what? He goes, Yeah, I got into categories, man. You got Asian, you got this, you got this.
It's the Dewey Decimal System. Come on,
yes.
man.
And I was like, what? I was like, what if I want something specific, like a Latina, big booty, and maybe some piercings? And he's like, okay. And he just scrolls down, and there's this like a specific page for that. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, I got this all memorized. I'm like, no wonder you're still a fucking E3 when you've been in the Navy this long, dude. So
you got all that blocking up your brain.
Yeah. And so he was like, here, I'll give you some of my favorites. I'm like, okay. He's like, come back in an hour. It's going to take a bit. I'm like, what? And no joke, I come back after the hour. He literally just finished it, and I was like, how much did you put on here? He's like, you'll see. He filled up my hard drive. I had to delete 500 porno videos in order for me to watch my own videos sometimes. And I still like, I think at the end of the day, he sent me like almost over 1,000 videos. I was like, dude, I didn't need this many. He goes, we're going to be on a long deployment. And I was like, it's another 6 months. I think I can handle it. No, like this, but this is also the same kid who broke his pocket on within a month of deployment. He broke it. Yeah, he used it so much he broke it within a month. So yeah, I guess I had a good one. Grabbing my girl from school. I hope that's not a kid. Have a good one, guys. Are you guys using Zoom? Says TCG Grading. No, we are not. I am using an app called Melon, owned now by Streamlabs. It used to be its own standalone company now, but Streamlabs bought it. That's just aggressive. Yeah, no kidding. Gonzo, you goober. Oh, you have no idea. Let's go up to some stuff that I might have missed. Sudon says Stunk Fisk is amazeballs. I mean, okay. Hat trim. Yeah, I was close. Hat trim. I was kind of close. What? R&D Pokemoners. All right, y'all. Sorry to head out early, but a movie night with the family is calling. Hope everyone has a great stream and night. Y'all are awesome and keep going what you're doing. Hey, R&D Pokemoners, if you're still in here, thank you so much for stopping in and having as much fun as you did. And we'll see you around. Yes, we are not using Zoom. 30 seconds. People are just laughing at me. Yeah, Melon. Yes, it's called Melon. It's not, I don't know. Now it's just called Talk Studio. I'll send you the link in Discord, TCG. I think you'll like it if you want to use it for your stuff. But getting away from that story, I'm not going to ask if you have any stories like that. So we talked about how the VS series is your current thing you're working on. Yep. What card is your Grail card from that set? Like, you have to have it even if you don't master set it.
It was the Karen's Umbreon, which I got a decent copy of.
Okay.
But the Grail is I want a PSA 10. I want a PSA 10 of the Karen's Umbreon. That is my absolute favorite card.
How much? Not how much, but are you going to grade all your VS series cards or just that specific one?
Probably just that specific one. Either get a copy that already is a 10, or if I can find a raw copy that's in a 10 condition, I'd probably, maybe risk it. But the one I have now, I'm considering sending it because I think it probably get a 7 or an 8. Like, it's in decent condition especially for the price I paid. The front's totally clean. The back's not amazing, but
yeah, it's
in a binder right now, so who cares?
I might have to buy a handful of these raw first before I grade it. Because I'm looking at eBay right now. Those are some hefty numbers.
Yeah, some of the cards get big.
Yeah, the most recent sale is the 17th, so about 5 days ago, over $2,000. That is a PSA 10.
Yeah.
So that's nuts, man.
Yeah.
Harsh Level X, how you doing, my friend? Harsh is the raid whisperer, so anytime I get a raid or Harsh pops in, I know I'm gonna get one. Yeah. So you need a mod Harsh on your channel just so he can whisper it all to you. Thank you so much for sharing that link for Dan's channel, Harsh.
Thank you.
Gonzo, VS Series has 2 Raichus. Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I need to find them. I knew VS Series was a thing. I just didn't know how rare they actually were. Because I knew they had them because I seen one once, but I didn't know they had. And I just recently found out they had 2 from your series. So I'm really hyped up to try to find those. I don't even know how much they're going for.
The Raichus aren't too bad, I think. I think it's Jasmine's Raichu that I picked up, and it was $20, $30.
Yeah.
I don't know about a PSA 10's probably high. I've noticed
it's $78. That's not bad.
Yeah. I've noticed, I think because of the 30 card booster packs, like getting them in 10 condition was harder. Probably with all that weight. Like I probably wasn't good for the cards.
I'll probably buy because I really want the Lieutenant Surge one over the Jasmine because Lieutenant Surge is my favorite gym leader ever. He's going for, I'm seeing him on eBay for sale right now for $10 to $15. One guy selling it for $24. The Jasmine ungraded is going for, they're about the same price. I can get those easy.
Yeah, they're commons.
Yeah. I wonder if Dream It Collectibles, the vendor who was here on the group chat this weekend, if he'll have them at his booth at Collecticon this weekend, because that would be amazing.
Good question.
Yeah.
I don't think when I was at Card Party, like that was the last event I was at. I think I maybe saw 2. I saw like the Jasmine's Jolteon as like a 7, and I saw like another card I already had as well. And I was bummed. There was like no.
I saw the Lieutenant Surge in a 7, but the guy was selling it for $60, and I was that doesn't sound right to me. And I didn't want to call him out.
Yeah, I'm like, if I don't like a price, like I don't know why they're pricing it that way, so I just it's not a good price for me. It's not a good price for me.
TCG grading says for the VS Raichu's under 15. Yeah, they both are. Stopping in to hit that like button. Hey, thank you, Hart. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're having a good night. Sorry for the typo there. VS Raichu. I don't see a typo. Dan the Man says Rock Sandy. Rock Sandy's here, and he's here to say hello. No, he's my boy. You keep his pretty name out your mouth.
Whoa, wait a second. Rock's under 18.
Is he?
Yeah, we're gonna be calling the police.
Oh, god damn it! I didn't
crashing into Gonzo's stream.
Where the fuck was I when I did that the other night with somebody? So I was doing that shit, and they're like, "Oh, I'm only like 16." I'm like, "Nope, never, no." I wasn't. Nope,
end
never.
Call.
End call. I'm out.
See you later.
So when when you graduate high school, let me know, and you can come on the channel.
Rock,
PSA 10 is.
You better be at Card Party next year, Rock.
Yeah, he better. He better be wearing a paper mache Rock face.
Yeah, I will get in. I will make you a like big helmet of your channel, like, so you don't have to show your face, but you gotta
keep
be there.
My Dan's name out your mouth. Joke's on you. I don't go to school. Yeah. Or it would be better if you walked around with a Halloween, like those cheap Halloween celebrity masks of Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. There we go. Have you ever called at any of your trade nights or trade shows or even at an event like Card Party where they have a bunch of vendors? Have you ever called out a vendor before?
One time. It's actually I won't name it because I don't know how they are for sports cards. But there was a local shop in my area that, they had, while Silver Tempest was fresh on the shelves at GameStop and Target and stuff, they were selling them for like $9 a pack. They were selling Evolving Skies at like $30 a pack. Yeah. And I just kind of confronted the guy. I was like, dude, this is ridiculous. Like, these are insane. And like, you're just ripping people off that don't know and are just trying to get like packs for their kids. Like, I can literally walk across the street to Target and get half the price. Like, what are you doing? And he just got really angry with me because I did approach him. I tried to be like, I don't know if you know, because this is a sports card store, and you can tell he was a way older guy, probably had no idea anything about Pokemon, just had them, right? Yeah, like, because they make money. And he got all aggressive with me, like, I know how to run my store, like, you don't tell me how to run my store. And I was just like, all right, bro.
All right, man, calm down. Yeah, I have called out a store before, and I have called out a vendor at these trade shows. So the store I got called out, I'm banned from. Well, they just recently lifted the ban on me because apparently the owner didn't even that the guy who banned me didn't have permission from the owner. Um, but at the time, it was when like Hidden Fates was starting to skyrocket. So when the ETBs were like at 150,
Yeah.
when they're slowly starting to climb. Hey Dub, how you doing? I love you. Um, yeah, the Hidden Fates ETBs were like 150 at the time. So I asked the guy, I was like, hey, how much you guys selling the ETBs for? I was just curious. I wasn't gonna buy it because I still thought that price was high at that moment. Jokes on me, I should have bought it at that price. He was like, "Oh, that price, it's $259." I'm like, "What the fuck did you just say to my face?" And he was like, "What?" And I was like, it's not worth that right now." I was like, "We can go on eBay, Amazon, all that, and I can show you." He's like, "Then buy it from them." I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
And then like there was a mom and dad like right next to me looking for their kids, and they're like, and they looked like, "Hey, are these prices legit?" And I'm like, for some, I was like, yes and no. Like some of the stuff, yeah, but some of the stuff, no. They're straight up just trying to scam people who don't know what's going on, trying to get that Pokemon boom money. And so then he was like, "That's it, you're fucking out." I'm like, "Okay." So I left. So I was like, I just left.
Yeah.
And then the first time I called the seller out was at a trade night here in my local area, and I'm not a big mystery pack fan, but I was like, you know what, 20 bucks. No. It was worth $50, but the guy, he was like, "Oh, you could win this, and this," and he was making it sound like you can win.
Yeah.
Like there were good odds because he only had 10 packs left. So like, all right, I'll buy one. And I was like, but I asked him the common question, what's the floor? Because you want to know if you lose, how much you're going to lose. And he was like, "Oh, the floor, you'll break even." I'm like, "Okay." And he must not have thought I was going to break it right in front of him, but I do that with every mystery pack that I buy. So I can call your ass out.
Yeah.
And I opened it up, and it was I spent $50 on it, and I opened it up. It was Rebel Clash, Crimson Invasion, Vivid Voltage, and the fourth pack was Shining Fates, I think. So in total, at that time, I think it would have been like $15. Yeah. And I was like, and no singles, no slab, just those packs. I'm like, "Hey man, I want my money back." And he was like, "But you opened it." I was like, "We could fight right here, or you can give me my money back. You said I was gonna make at least $50 off of this. It's like $15." I was like,
it's like not even close. Like if it was 45, I might have just been like, whatever. But at 15, it's like that's not.
Yeah, if he said 30, I'd be like, all right, let's see what I can get. Like if I lose $20 on a $50 mystery pack, that's on me. I understand mystery packs are a gamble, but when you tell me to my fucking face that it's going to break even and it doesn't even go to half, we're going to fight. So I was like, "No, it's go time, bitch." And he's like, "No, just take the money and leave." I'm like, "Okay." And I spent my fucking time standing with my buddies at the table next to his, just convincing everybody not to buy their stuff. Like, and not like their singles. Like, I was like, "Yeah, you don't want to buy from him. He scams people." Like I'm petty. Like you,
but hey, you don't
lie. Just don't lie to me.
Yeah, don't fuck people over. It's not a hard thing to do.
No, yeah. I wish it was a $30 pack. It was a $50 pack. Did I say 30?
No, I think you said if you would have if he would have said the floor was 30.
If he said the floor was 30, it might have been questioning it. $30 pack. Who does he think he is? Whatnot streamer? Yeah, I got Blaked before he was popular. I got Blake braked before it was popular. Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the cards. Everyone's saying hello to Dub. Going back in time, son of a merc. Hey, have fun going back in time. Just popping in to say hello. IQ, how you doing, my friend? It's always good to see you. Hi, Dub. Hi, Laura. Maybe he meant 50 pesos. Fucking maybe. Gonzo's throwing down the scam. Oh, man. Rock Sandy for Card Party Overlord. Hello, Juan. Wait, we blanking people here? Today we are, yes. I don't think. Have you ever gone to a fight over Pokemon cards? Like even as a kid?
Oh, as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your Pokemon kid fight story?
Oh, I remember a kid convinced me to like trade him a Zapdos or not Zapdos. Yeah, no, Zapdos from Fossil because I was a little older because it was not base set. There's no way.
Yeah.
It was either base set 2 Zapdos or Fossil Zapdos. Convinced me to trade it that he had this like ultra rare, powerful Pokemon. I handed him like the Zapdos, and he hands me back like a Caterpie that I swear to God this.
Oh no! Did he drop? Did I drop? Who dropped? No, you're good. You're so good.
I tapped my mic, so.
Oh, okay.
No, what I was saying is he handed me back a base set Caterpie with the health and like the power on the moves, like scribbled out with silver Sharpie, and then like written in like 3 million or whatever.
Hey, it's the first of the custom cards.
Right, exactly. Oh man, we were on the ground, and then we both ended up getting banned from bringing Pokemon's cards to school.
Yeah,
because I mean, they had to pull us apart.
I think the only time I got into an actual fight over Pokemon cards was I bought a base set Ninetales with my birthday money from one of the card shops when I was like 13.
Yeah.
And I love that card. Ninetales was one of my favorites at that time.
It's a beautiful card.
Oh, it's a great card. And I wanted to play it in my deck, so I bought it. And I don't even take it to school. I take it on to the bus, and me and my buddies were on our way home from the bus. We're looking at the cards we bought, and this fucking kid, not even a kid. I don't want to say kid because I was the kid. It was a teenager. So I had to be like 13, 14. This dude had to be like 17, 18 if I'm guessing. And he tried to rob me and my buddy of our Pokemon cards, and I was like, nope, just bought this one. And I was like, it's go time, bitch. So I got into a fight on the bus with some dude trying to rob me of my Pokemon cards. Yeah. So that's my Ninetales. Fuck off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Ninetales wasn't cheap back then either. I think it was like $80.
It was pretty playable, wasn't it, back in the original meta?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
I mean, because unless basically everyone just had a million chances, but
exactly chances, but it wasn't as bad as Charizard because they both take 4 energy to do their attack.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you had to discard all of them. I might be misremembering it. Yeah, you only had to. So Fire Blast, discard 1 energy card attached to Ninetales. Yeah, so it was 80 damage for 1 instead of 120 for 1. And then you could also switch out your opponent's Pokemon. So Ninetales was essentially like a built-in boss's order at that time. Ricky saying hello to Natasha. I don't know why I said it that way. What the fuck? I've never once called Laura Natasha ever in my whole life. Beep Pop, how you doing? 20-year-old junior trying to take Gonzo's cards. Not today, bitch. That's pretty much how it went down. But luckily there were some adults on the bus who else like saw me trying to fight this dude off, and they kind of broke it up. But I got a few good hits in. Like he remembered, like, all right, don't fuck with nerds and their Pokemon cards. Have you?
We'll fucking kill you.
Yeah. Speaking of nerds, do you play any other TCGs? Do you collect any other TCGs?
I mean, I have a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I haven't collected them probably since late 2015 or 2016, but I have a lot. I have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Did you ever play Magic or
Magic? No, honestly, like I was adjacent to it all the time. Like I had a lot of friends who were super into Magic and whatnot, but I was mostly a Pokemon guy, and then I liked the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, at least back before it got insane, where it's like, you're mostly watching the other person play Yu-Gi-Oh when you have a duel now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I really liked the game and more than the Pokemon game at the time. But
so have you ever played have you ever been to a Friday Night Magic, like gone to a card store where Friday Night Magic was going on?
Yeah, like I've gone to draft nights and stuff like that with buddies, but never. I don't know about Friday night ones. But I've gone to a couple like Commander Draft decks.
So since you've been to, I'm assuming you've been to a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments and a couple of Pokemon tournaments. Who do you think has the smelliest fan base?
Yu-Gi-Oh way over Pokemon.
Well, yeah. I'll give him that. But I used to play Magic, dude. Magic guys, they are rank.
Let's just say a couple of the shops I go
to
have some Magic guys that are always there.
Yeah,
and like I swear they're like fused to that little metal chair they sit in. Like I don't think that motherfucker's ever stood up.
They might be. The term "sweaty grindy" comes from the Magic community 100%. I don't blame it. For sure, Yu-Gi-Oh! My brother plays Yu-Gi-Oh! And that fool stinks, says Ricky Hernandez. There's something about Magic players though that just fear the soap and water combo.
Yeah,
it's bad. I don't think I've ever smelt a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player except in high school when I played. But
I was a stinky little fuck. So
you were the stinky little fuck. Is that what you said? Yeah. Well, I only take a shower once a month. I played World of
Warcraft too, man. Like showering.
What? What's that? What's a shower? What are you doing?
Grinding.
Yeah. What are you
30 minutes? I'm not getting Black Lotus, bro.
I don't. What'd you play when you played World of Warcraft? Were you the Horde or Alliance?
I've been both for a long time, but originally I was Horde, and I started with a Orc Warrior.
My very first character was Horde Undead. I think he was a rogue or a hunter. He was one of those. I know when I was younger, I always picked the classes that I could have a pet because I thought they were cool for some reason.
Yeah, they were cool. They were fun.
Yeah. Hart says Magic is so pay to win decks here. They spend so much to get decks that win. I feel like that's a lot of TCGs at the moment, though. Like
Pokemon's kind of going that way. It feels like some decks are not cheap.
No,
not like they used to be. At least, I mean,
yeah. I think a lot of the secondhand market people are starting to understand the game mechanics a little bit. So they're raising the prices of playable cards too, which I guess isn't bad at the end of the day because like now they're going to be a lot more accessible to find since people are willing to sell them.
True.
Friends collectible.
Hopefully then the supply keeps it at least reasonable.
Yeah, that's why the new Charizard EX is still $30 because it's playable and players want it. Yeah, I got destroyed by a Charizard deck the other day when
I've heard it's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's a Charizard deck, whatever. And then it rare candied and got like 3 energies out. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Yeah, it's brutal.
We'll see what I pull. I have like 3 booster boxes of Obsidian Flames waiting for me when I get home, so we'll see what I get. But
the only thing I have left is 1 ETB from the Pokemon Center.
I've only opened that 1 ETB on my video like a couple weeks ago where I got 2 Glooms.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Gloom.
Yeah. Yeah, Gloom. I just sent a Gloom off to the winner of the giveaway from the other night, which I felt so bad when I hit the end button and everyone on the group chat was like, didn't you have a giveaway? I'm like, oh, fuck me. Like, yeah, it was, oh man, I felt so embarrassed. I'm like, I don't know what to do with my life right now. But luckily,
giveaway cards. It's not perfect. Oh no.
Oh no. We did find the winner though. Because Streamlabs was still attached to the chat, thankfully. The winner did go out.
Good.
It wasn't rigged. I promise. There's people in the group chat that saw me do it. Yeah. Hey, did you know Ren is the best? No, he's not. I'll fight Ren. Oh, so Ren and I are going to box one day, and he wants it to be for charity. I just want to box Ren.
I'm telling Pat we need Poke Creator Clash at Card Party. I think Ryan and Lee need to get in the ring.
I don't think Lee's going to do it again. He already took 1 L in the boxing ring. I don't think he can.
Oh, he went to actual Creator Clash, didn't he?
Yeah, and he lost. He lost.
Yeah, I mean,
bad.
you know, at least he went.
Yeah, but he also threw in the towel. It's not like he even got knocked out or went to the card. He was like, "Nah, I'm out." Getting punched hurts. Like he's.
I mean,
Fuck that noise.
It does. It does hurt. It does hurt.
It does hurt. I will give him that. Dream It Collectible says, even if he won't fight me in PTCG Live, Hail Ren. Why are we saying Hail Ren? You never even challenged me, Juan. Oh, so there's a challenge now for Juan to Ren. I accept your terms and conditions for both you guys. It will be to the death. I get the losers collection. 64 packs here in no Zards from King Empire. That's nasty. I think I opened up maybe 30 and I got 2 already. Have you gotten these? Oh no, you only opened up that one for your ETB, right?
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
KPE. Yeah, everyone's saying hello to KPE. I just want to be on Creator Clash, says Ren. I want to see everyone play basketball. Pokemon Space Jam. That'd be cool.
Pokemon Creator Space Jam. I like it. Get a team of random fans from the event together against a team of creators, like literally Space Jam.
So let's make your Pokemon Space Jam team right now. Pick 4 Pokemon you would want on your team, on your basketball team, because you have to be on the
basketball?
Team. Yeah, that's what Space Jam
Bolt,
is.
Raging Bolt, Alolan Exeggutor, Aurorus.
Why Aurorus?
And Tropius. They all got the long necks, dude. They don't even have to play. They just boop, drop it in.
Boop, yeah. I would also go with Raging Bolt.
Plus, he's fast.
I'm going to go with Passimian.
Oh, true.
Yeah, Passimian.
I mean, he literally plays basketball. So,
well, he plays rugby, but he can pass a ball. Is the point? Raging Bolt, Passimian. Let's go. Holucha. There we go. A flying type with arms, not just a long reach.
True.
And who would be my defender? Mr. Mime. I think I'm going to go with Mr. Mime to set up those screens.
Plus, I mean, he's just no one wants to get near him, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he doesn't even have to set up the screens. He just kind of stands there in the corner and I'll stay over here.
Now give the ball to Mr. Mime. No, fuck that. I'm out. But what do you think if I did give the ball to Mr. Mime? What do you think he would do with it? Because it's a real item in his hand and it's not something he can mime.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it'd break his brain. He wouldn't know what to do. But he sweeps for Ash's mom. I mean, he uses a real broom to sweep.
Oh, this is true. KPE says, "Ooh, you got your wrench." GG's, Tam. That would be so fun. He just did it, so I didn't give him my tone again. Yeah, Tam fam scares me. She has that mom energy that you don't want. Like she's about to drop my full name because I'm in trouble, and she does. Yeah, she doesn't even know my name. She knows my name, but not my full name. Yeah, exactly. The chancla and the belt. You get to pick which one you get your ass beat with. I'm like, shit. Yeah. Machamp's in here? Where's Machamp? Oh, Machamp for your Pokemon team is what he's saying. Yeah, chat. Let us know who you would have on your basketball team. Ren says Machamp, Hawlucha, Greninja, and Rayquaza.
Rayquaza don't fit in the stadium.
Yeah, Rayquaza. I don't know if I would pick. I do understand the first 3. I don't think I would pick Rayquaza though. Gonzo, Alan, you get over here. Okay, where are we going? Who's buying my plane ticket? Who's driving? All that fun stuff. Yeah.
You put me up, I'll go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You buy for the hotel room. Exactly. How can you defend Rayquaza? But he can't. I just don't think he's a good pick. Can't beat me if you can't get the ball. I have Hawlucha on my team. One good Ice Punch in your Rayquaza's down for the count.
Yeah, 4 times weakness.
Yeah. Laura says Blastoise, Machoke, and Gyarados. I guess she just wants those 3.
Yeah, you don't want your 4th team member.
No, she does. She's so good. She doesn't.
She's that confident with that team. So you don't need them.
Yeah. Ooh, I got one. Hold on. Let me read hard. Let me read the chat's basketball team first. Jigglypuff, so everyone falls asleep. Oh, that's some strat heart. I like that one. King says Machamp, Mew, Hitmonlee, T-Tar, and Lucario. That's my kid screaming.
No. There's someone tapping on my fucking window. I'm on the second floor, bro.
Oh. Okay, you win the creepiness. I thought you were looking around for the baby or something. No, my son.
Hold on.
There's someone cleaning his window and he doesn't know about it. Hitmonlee, T-Tar, Lucario. That's a good one. Ren is like a chihuahua on the court. All bark, no bite. Me choke. Tentacruel would have crazy handles. Ooh, Tentacruel. Because technically you can have two of them now. You have Tentacruel and what's the new Tentacruel form in Paldea? Toadscruel. Yeah, you can have both of them. Hug Dizzy. I don't know if I have the hug set up yet. Hug Dizzy. Yeah, I don't have the hug set up. What up, y'all? Dizzy's one of my peeps. I mean, basketball is a chihuahua sport. Come back with some hockey and we'll play. Okay, Ren's jumping the gun to where I was getting at. That's creepy as fuck. Ooh, a ghost. Executor for all the alley-oops. So who was at the window?
It was a fox.
A fox?
It's standing on the little thing of the roof, and it was just pawing the window. As soon as I moved it, it fucking dipped.
Fuck
it
this.
Just looked out the window like it was spooked it.
You do not, but
kind
okay.
of scary.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Laura. I'll set up the hugs later if someone walks me through it because I don't know how. But Laura, my question to you is how many hockey players need to be on the ice to have a complete playable team? Because that I don't know. What kind of backwoods do you live in? Yeah.
I'm on vacation.
Where are you again for your vacation?
I'm in Ocean City, Maryland.
Maryland. Well, yeah. What the fuck? What the hell's in Maryland to go on vacation?
My whole dad's family's here. That's what's here.
Yeah. Hockey equals everything. Yeah, I know, but how many hockey players do we need on the ice to have a playable team? 6 per team on the ice. Okay. So, oh snap! Forgot it's Monday. Got to go to D&D. Hey, did you have fun, man? Thank you for stopping in. 6 players. If not, there's nothing in Maryland. Well, Gasly would know she's from Maryland. And 19 on the bench? Jesus Christ.
I was born
5 skaters each side plus the goalie. Okay. So now this is a question I know Laura will be very interested in. So you have 1. You need 4 other players and a goalie for your hockey team. Who are you picking?
4 other players and a goalie. Yeah. All right.
And let's make it somewhat believable that they could be
on an ice rink.
Yeah.
My goalie is Ditto. Because he can just shift into anything to block anything at any time. He could just stretch to fill the fucking whole goal if he wanted to.
Does he stretch though?
I'm pretty sure in the anime I've seen Ditto do some stretchy stuff.
I'm going to say real quick before we make the team, I'm going to say we can't use the same Pokemon that from our basketball team on the hockey because I think that's when Mr. Mime would have been a fucking dope goalie.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, because I was going to say I'm going to take Galarian Mr. Mime.
See, that's not the same one, though. I would accept that, Galarian Mr. Mime. Or would you take Mr. Rhyme, the evolution? Because he's a little bigger.
True. Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Rhyme, he's got the cool top hat and his cane. So, yeah, we'll go with Mr. Rhyme. We'll go with Hisuian Sneasler. I think would be a good one.
Yeah, because when you need to fight, he can go.
Yeah, and same with actually, I'm going to go with another Hisuian Pokemon. We'll do Hisuian Lilligant as well.
It already has the ice skater blades. It looks like.
Yeah, it's basically a figure skater. So
yeah.
Then one more, right?
Yes.
I want somebody like bulky that can like check people. Let's see. Is there a big bulky ice type? Yeah, Beartic.
Ooh, good call. I'm seeing Snorlax for the goalie from Dizzy. Team Pokemon, yo, how you doing, my friend? Everyone, hey, get your kids to sleep. Brian and Gasly, take your time, lurk all you need. Snorlax was a good pick. I was thinking that too for a goalie. I was also thinking Slack King for a goalie. True. But he can only protect like one every other goal because then he has
like every other goal he's gonna just take it out.
So, but I am going to pick. Man, you picked some really good ones, and I don't want to double up on any of them. I'm going with Blastoise as one of the players. Put the hockey puck in a cannon, you're done. Blastoise is one of the players. Ooh, I'm going to go with not surfing. I'm going to go with Alolan Raichu because he can surf on his tail around and use his psychic abilities to cheat a little bit. Who else do we got? So that's 2 players. I'm still trying to think of a goalie. Who would be a good goalie? Oh man, I should have been thinking about this while you're talking. No, I don't think
because with my Ditto goalie, your goalie's my goalie.
or technically, okay. I'm gonna use Ditto as one of my players then.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So that's 3.
I'm saying is Ditto can turn into any whatever goalie you pick. Like, that's a good idea.
But same thing on the offensive side.
Ditto's overpowered.
Yeah, Ditto's broken in these scenarios. Maybe we should take Ditto out for the next team for the next sport we pick. Yeah. Oh man. Zacian as another player.
That's a good one. That's a good.
Instead of a sword, put a hockey stick in his mouth. That thing's gonna wreck things.
That slap shot's gonna be fucking insane.
It's gonna be brutal.
Aim at the blade on the puck.
Yeah, fuck out of here. Fuck you and your feelings. And my goalie. Who would my goalie be? Trying to think of a big monster, something that could take up the net but still move. So not slacking, not Snorlax, would be too busy sleeping. Reggie Gigas.
Okay.
He'll be slow in the first half, but when he wakes up, when we come back from halftime,
nothing getting past him. Nothing getting past Reggie Gigas now.
Pikachu as the goalie, so he can use his electric shock to send the puck towards the crowd. Why are we going after the crowd, Hart? What'd the crowd do to you?
Damn.
Yeah. It looks like they added the hug command. Thank you guys for that. E-Man, how's it going, my friend? Everyone saying hello to Tam Fam, E-Man. Hydro pump everything into the net. Okay, but back to you. You did say 3 periods in a hockey game. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's 3 periods, not 4. Either way, at some point, Reggie Gigas is going to wake up from his nap.
He's going to be ready to go at some point.
Yeah. To go back to the video games, because you said you have played them concurrently. So have you ever taken a break from any of the games, or you always gotten them?
I think I missed Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun. I did go back and play them, but I just kind of skipped them because I was like, I didn't have a 3DS at the time, and it was just like it's the same game. Like little bit of polish on it. I did play it later. And I missed Black and White 2, but I played it again like a year or 2 later. I wasn't too late to it.
Black and White 2 are some of my favorite games.
Amazing games.
They're so me and Opossum Bud will jerk each other off about those games for hours.
I think Black and White 2 specifically are the best Pokemon games.
Exactly. I think those are my favorite.
Of the main line, at least.
What is your favorite? Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think we were on the same page the other day with Pokemon Conquest.
Yes, that's what I was going to get to. What's your favorite side story game? And Pokemon Conquest is amazing. For you guys who don't know about Conquest, it's a DS game, Pokemon DS game. There's no starter, no nothing to choose from. It's a tactics game that you are playing through feudal Japan with their warring nations. Fucking amazing game. One of my favorites, probably my favorite side game in the franchise, besides the GameCube ones.
Yeah, I mean the GameCube ones they're basically main series games in my mind. They function almost entirely the same.
Yeah.
But they're incredible. I was gonna say there was a big thing that Pokemon Conquest was almost the first related Pokemon game. They ended up stuff but like when they first submitted it,
I have no idea what you said that first half. You were very muffled.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you again. You were just muffled on my end. I don't know if chat heard you.
Gotcha. Well, what I was saying is that Pokemon Conquest was almost the first T-rated Pokemon game. And then they cut some stuff so the ESRB would let it through.
Yeah.
As a E for everyone game. And I was like, damn, you just left it.
Those motherfuckers. Hey, Shug, thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you for spending some time with us. You have a good night. Come back if you can. If you can't, that's okay. We still like you. But what are some games that you have played outside of the Pokemon franchise that you would recommend to people?
Right now, Dark and Darker.
I have no idea what that is. What is that?
So Dark and Darker is have you ever heard of Escape from Tarkov?
Yes. Is that a Steam game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark and Darker is a similar concept, essentially, where it's an extraction game. Mm-hmm. So you go down in groups of 3. It's a dungeon, like it's all based on Dungeons and Dragons. Like, so the classes are rogue, warrior, bard, fighter, whatever.
Right.
You're in a dungeon full of zombies and stuff, and other players. And the goal is to get out before the time runs out without either dying to the enemies or the players. And you keep the stuff you get, but if you die, you lose the stuff you had.
So it kind of sounds like Dark Souls.
To an extent. A little bit. It's like a multiplayer kind of. It's very slow. Yeah, it's multiplayer.
What is this on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox?
No, it's actually only on their own website. The poor guys are under a lawsuit with the gaming company Nexon. Claims they stole the idea. It actually just got thrown out in the United States. So we're hoping it gets thrown out in Korea soon, and they're free and clear. But as of right now, you just have to go to darkanddarker.com. But I'd check it out first, like watch some videos, make sure it's a game that's for you, because it is a little niche, but it's a ton of fun. And then generic answer like Baldur's Gate 3 is.
That's the new one.
It's a good game.
So the stand for those who are interested in Dark and Darker, the standard edition is $35 US, and Founders Edition is $50. It looks like it's just you get some extra DLC.
Yeah, the Founders, unless you're like a hardcore fan of the game, it's not worth it. I think the big reason you'd buy the Founders is you get test access. So like whenever they're putting new stuff in the game, you can play on the public test realm. But
yeah, Dark and Darker really test access feature availability, and then a blue shard, some skeletons, some blue flame. So nothing too crazy. It is something I will have to check out though, because I love Dungeons and Dragons and games like that.
Yeah.
E-Man Collects says, if you had to choose between Raichunas, your starter, or a rock, why would it choose a rock, and what would you name it? Oh, Raichu as your starter. Okay, I was reading that as something else. So if you're going to choose Raichu or a rock as your starter, why are you choosing the rock is this question.
I mean, I can't beat other people to death with a Raichu, I guess, but I can beat
not with that attitude.
Yeah, I guess you swing him hard enough from his tail. I mean, he
yeah, exactly. How much does Raichu weigh?
That's a good question. Let's see. How much does Raichu weigh? Raichu weight. 66 pounds.
I could beat someone to death with 66 pounds.
Raichu's thick. Yeah, 66 fucking pounds.
And he's only like 2 feet tall, so he's a thick boy.
Yeah.
How's it going? Hey, our Ventures, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? Hart says, I'm so sad. I can't play Baldur's Gate 3 right now. Why can't you play Baldur's Gate? Or that's not a free to play game either, though.
No.
Jay's Corner TCG, how you doing, my friend? Exclamation point never fails to get to his channel. Subscribe if you have not already, but I'm sure you have. Add command. Okay, cool. Thank you. Everyone saying hello to Joey. You can throw the rock. You can throw the rock in one to hit everything. Well, it depends on how big the rock is. Because if you're throwing a rock I can fit in my hand, that's a baseball size or a cricket size, maybe football. I could chuck that pretty far, but if you're getting like basketball size or bowling ball size rock, I'm not throwing that thing very far. Like I have to trip somebody and then drop it on their head. But yeah, I'm going with Raichu still. I can beat someone to death with the Raichu.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless it locks a Geodude secretly.
Yeah. Ricky says Raichu got good center of gravity. I don't have the internet right now. Okay, got you. Well, I'm sorry about that, Hart. I haven't played Baldur's Gate either. I want to play it. Jay, you missed it. They were talking about the Pokemon you would have on a basketball team. No one cares about Jay's opinion. Does he? Leave Jay alone. Jay, seriously, if you are here, what are the 4 Pokemon you would have on your basketball team? Because you, as a player, are number 5, and don't really have a system to play on it. Is Baldur's Gate not PC, or is it? I thought
PC?
it was.
I don't know. It should be on all the consoles too.
I think it's on most consoles. Feller Chris retracted. Why, Chris? Yeah, Jay missed the only time we have a basketball conversation. He missed it. What a loser. Jay just tall. He don't hoop. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Jay's only 10 feet tall. He can't hoop on that. Okay, so we talked about how you got your name. You talked about why you decided to do this as a channel, the Pokemon games, Baldur's Gate, Dark and Darker. What kind of things that you want to share to the community that make you and stand out as a person overall just the next Pokemon person that's coming up?
I mean, that's a hard question.
I
think a lot of what you can expect, at least from me, is genuine passion for Pokemon as a franchise entirely. I mean, you can ask me questions about the anime, you can ask me questions about the game, you can ask me questions about the cards. I at least have some knowledge. I've been watching the new anime as it comes out, as for an example. It's not great, but I'm watching it still.
I don't have an issue with the new anime. I kind of like the new anime.
It's the hats.
It's a little, it's a little cheesier than what we're used to, but I don't mind it. But again, I'm also not the main audience for the anime anymore.
Yeah, it's for kids. It feels more like an anime, I guess, is the best way to put it. And it's been kind of feeling that way for the last. Not in the sense that it hasn't always been an anime, but as in like more anime tropes. Like it feels a little more generic, I guess, is the best way to put it. But I've still enjoyed it. I like the new characters. I think they got a lot they can do with it.
Yeah, absolutely. E-Man says he would choose Lucario, Ditto, Butterfree, and the Rock he was talking about. And
anyone's getting out of line.
Yeah, Joey's team started out strong, and then it didn't. His team is Blaziken, Machamp, Ditto, and Wiglet for obvious reasons. Oh man, that Wiglet.
That Wiglet plushie.
Yeah,
Wiglet plushie.
Solid picks. I'm doing good, just chilling. Says Tam Fam. Yeah. So how I don't know how old you are. I'm assuming you're a little younger than I am. So I'm assuming you've been collecting since you were. Did you start with Red and Blue, or did you start with a different game? Okay, so you've probably been starting. So you've probably been collecting on and off since you're like 8-9 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I think the original games dropped. I was 6 years old, maybe. Yeah, I was pretty young. I was born in '94. So.
Well, you're a baby. I was born in the 80s.
Yeah, oh yeah, so you were prime time. Like I was just old enough to remember Red and Blue and base set. I was able to read real early. I was a smart little bastard, I guess.
I'm smart.
I don't know what happened, but
so you didn't grow up in Oklahoma, is what you're saying?
I was here.
Where's Catch'em-all when I need to make fun of him for his education? E-Man says, would be cool to see a Space Jam Pokemon type movie. Hart says, I'm older than you guys. I don't know if you should be. I mean, we've talked about it. Yeah, I know you're old. You look younger than us, so that's all that matters, Hart.
There you go.
That brings up a good. This is how my mind works. E-Man Collect says, would be cool to see a Space Jam Pokemon type movie. If Pokemon was going to collaborate or do anything in another live action format, what genre would you like it to be seen in?
Like another, like kind of like with another IP.
Yeah, like if you like, would you do a horror movie with Pokemon, a comedy movie, or what kind of storyline would you give them? I'm the baby
Pokemon,
here. Says
Pokemon
Dizzy.
horror movie would be cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
Cool. I mean, there's some of the ghost Pokemon Pokedex entries. They're like, I don't know if you've seen. It's this guy. He just started. His name's like Chiptune TCG on Instagram. He's been making these like shorts on Pokemon like Pokedex entries, but making them real like creepy and spooky like, and they're real good.
No, I have not seen any of his stuff. I'll have to send me a link of his page.
Yeah, I'll send them over to you. But he's been in Cool Trainer Ryan's Discord a bunch.
Okay, and, I don't think I'm in Ryan's Discord. Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out. I'm in like 20, and I'm barely active. I'm only active in like 5.
Yeah,
I'm just recently starting to get a little more active in my own server.
I started one. Like, there's like 4 people in there, and I'm just like, hey.
Yeah, I'm one of the 4.
Yeah, that's my man.
I think the horror franchise would be really good for Pokemon because, like, Gengar has some. He's been around for so long that he has some just fucking brutal ones. And same thing with God damn it, we're Spiritomb. Yeah, because he apparently his
really like the devil, basically.
Yeah, he has literally 108 souls, damned souls in his rock. Yeah, so Giratina is literally the devil.
What's it? It's a Yamask.
Yamask is just walking around.
Its mask used to be its human face, and it looks at the mask and cries and remembers being human. Mm-hmm. Like,
then you have Drift Bloom, who's just walking around taking kids off to hell.
Kidnapping baby.
Yeah, just hey baby, you think I'm a really cute balloon? Haha, bitch, got your soul.
Is that the name of Epstein's plane?
Ooh. Oh, I'm not touching that one. Dizzy says, I'm the baby here. TCG grading, live action Kanto Journey, each movie based on a badge. I think I would like the Netflix special for that one. Have it a little mini series, like maybe. I think you can get that into if you did like 45 minutes to an hour an episode. Yeah. I think a solid 15 episode live action of Badge Elite Four and some bad guys. I think that'd be a good series. I'd watch that. I'd actually watch the hell out of that.
Pokemon Origins was kind of like that.
Yeah, yeah. Joey, I'm 12. No, your pee-pee says you're 12, but your height says you're 37. Because what if you don't get the joke? I'm saying you have a small wiener, Joey. Casper Ghost meets Pokemon. That'd be a funny one. Casper meets Pokemon. Litwick card tech. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. They even have card text on the cards. Litwick shines a light that absorbs the life energy of people in the Pokemon, which become the fuel that it burns. That is brutal. Just we need some light.
There's a scary episode of the anime where like they're in this like haunted mansion with Team Rocket and the Litwicks are literally killing them. Like that's the plot of the episode.
That's the plot of the episode.
All, like, getting drained to death by the Litwicks.
Yeah. Well, I think there's then Dusk Noir or Dusclops. I think it might be Dusk Noir, where if you look into its mouth or the antenna, it literally takes you to the underworld.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a great Pokemon to have on your team.
Shinija's the hole in his back.
If you look in the hole on his back, you like go crazy or something.
Yeah, you go crazy. Then Mimikyu just straight up kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah, look under its cloth and you're dead. You're a dead man, Mimikyu.
It's so ugly.
E-Man, Battle of the Bands, Pokemon Edition. Yeah, it's really hard to pick Pokemon that you would make in a band since they kind of gave us one for Sword and Shield with Toxtricity. Yeah.
And Obstagoon.
Yeah. I think the only one they were missing was Cricketune, so he can play the violin for him.
Yeah, electric violin. Get a little.
Yeah.
What's that chick's name?
Oh, you're talking about the. Yeah, I was about to say the real person or the Pokemon.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, real person. I love Lindsey Sterling. I'm a huge Christmas music person.
Mhm.
So I love her Christmas album. Meg's style video with Sharpedo. Oh yeah, the Megalodon bow with Sharpedo.
Yeah.
That movie. I can't believe that movie got a sequel.
I can't believe, because I barely believed it existed to begin with, and then you're gonna.
Yeah. I thought it was a sci-fi original movie at first.
I think a lot of people watch it because it's bad, so it makes money. It's like why there was what was it, 5 Sharknadoes?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That was also a sci-fi channel original movie. Yeah.
I love Sharknado. What a great film.
Hart says, I saw the Meg 2. It's really good. I'm just gonna take your word for it. I'm probably not gonna watch it until it comes on Netflix or something like that. Bro, the Sharknado movie's dead, has Dizzy. What was I gonna say because of this? I can't remember what I was gonna ask. Fuck, man, the Sharknado really threw me off. Battle of the Bands. Oh, Lindsey Sterling and Christmas. How do you feel about Christmas and Halloween and all that stuff starting up already? Because I already saw Halloween stuff in my stores and pumpkin spice already happening.
Summer's not even over. Leave me alone. It's just I love Halloween too. Halloween is my favorite holiday, but it's just come on, don't rush my life, man. It's summer. I want to enjoy summer. Let fall come into fall, and it all has its place. It's
yeah. I'm a your mic fell out again, by the way. I know. I'm a big Christmas fan. I love Christmas music. I listen to it all year round. Not all year round, but I listen to it enough where it pisses off my wife. Dumb and Dumber, but recast with Pokemon. Halloween can start now, says Hart. Ooh, who are you gonna recast for Dumb and Dumber for Pokemon?
Who's gonna be Dumb and Dumber in Pokemon?
Yeah, I feel like it has to be one of the duo Pokemon.
Yeah, I was thinking characters. I was gonna be James and
Brock.
Yeah, James and Brock would be such a great combo.
Oh, that's good. I was thinking Sock and Throw for a second, but yeah.
That's a good combo. Yeah, or Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan would work.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Ditto and Mr. Mime, says Hart.
That's a good one.
I think I'd be more creeped out than I would of Dumb and Dumber.
Tornadus and Landorus.
Oh yeah, no, not Landorus. Thundurus.
Yeah,
because you have to hunt for Landorus.
Yeah, Landorus is the Rayquaza of the group.
Yeah,
he's the third equalizing force.
Yeah. Thundurus
TCG grading's dumb. I am dumber.
Gonzo, damn it! Where was that? It's not on the YouTube chat. I can only see it on the melons on the. That's fucking awesome. I'm gonna pin this one. Can I pin that? No, I can't because it's not on this side. That sucks. I'm so mad I can't pin that comment. That is brilliant. What the fuck was I gonna say? That is so good. You win this round, TCG grading. I used to be I need to get more active in his server. I used to be really active, but I just been so busy that when I go into his server, I'm like, oh, I missed some stuff. I missed a lot of stuff. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, wait, what happened here?
Yeah. I liked what I caught of this. Yeah. If you were going to start your channel over again, not as Pokemon, what would you start it as?
That's a good question. I mean, the dream would be to be like Asmongold or Charlie, right? And just get paid to watch YouTube videos and have people listen to my opinion, that'd be cool.
that just brought up an interesting debate over, I think it was last week, with Charlie Moist Critical, for those who don't know his name. Like, are they really content creators if all they're doing is reacting to other people's content?
I mean, I think there's a fine line of reaction content versus just stealing content. Like, Possum Bud has a couple good videos on someone I won't name drop, but like where they just sit there, right? And they just re-upload the video and they just sit there, maybe add like 4 or 5 words. Like video lengths are nearly identical.
Yeah.
But then like you talk about like someone like Asmongold, and like he watches a 15-minute video and his video is like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
And
because I know exactly who you're talking about. If you're an Possum Bud viewer, you guys probably know who we're talking about. But I thank you for not dropping his name. It's not that I don't want to be part of the drama, because I don't care with this guy. I just don't want to give him the time. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like in his video, what you're talking about, because he, like, it was right after he told the card dickhead that, like this is not fair use. He should have credited everybody, but then he steals a whole video and he doesn't even put a spin on it, because we don't know what those other people are saying, since in Japanese there's no caption. There's no, all he's doing is like, oh, that's cool Voltorb. Oh, look at that one, that's cool. Hey, that's a nice card.
Yeah, like,
oh, that's also a nice card.
Transformative.
Yeah. He didn't link them out. He didn't credit them. And it was in Japanese. So it's not like you and I don't speak Japanese, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck, pretend you don't for a second. Because, like, the average American doesn't speak or read Japanese or kanji. So how the fuck are we supposed to know what you're watching unless you credit them in the comments or somewhere else? But, yeah, he's definitely do as I say, not as I do kind of personality, and I hate that on people.
Yeah, it's the trend suckers, right? Like, they're just, what they say, whatever they think is going to be the most widely liked at the time.
Yeah, and it's shitty.
They flip flop all the time.
Yeah, and that's a big reason why a lot of people don't mess with him. So I don't know how. Maybe a lot of his subscribers are people who are watching him just to see what he's going to do or say next, which is fine. But at the end of the day, you're just don't know. Like, exactly. Like, I don't care enough about him to subscribe, and there's other people I don't care about enough to. But like the video I sent you earlier today, like, I'm not going to subscribe to that channel. I'm going to dislike the video and move on with my life, because I don't want to give the guy more opportunities to get the algorithm rolling with a comment either.
Exactly. No, that's a big thing. Like, I have a lot of respect for like Rattle and Possum Bud, like calling bad actors out. And I know Rattle, had some controversy, but regardless, like, they call these bad actors out, and I appreciate that they do that, because I don't want to sit there and like have to go through that crap. Like, I respect that they subject themselves to that bullshit, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
For the rest of us to be able to avoid it.
And I every time we talk about a possum in his videos, I remind people, like, he's not. Yes, he sounds negative, but it's because he's upset, because he loves the hobby and the community as much as he does. 100%. So he might sound negative, but it's out of passion, and he's not saying the shit for the people who can afford the things we're bitching about. He's bitching to the people who have to plan and save their money to get a booster box on the secondary market, because the people want to jack up the prices as much as they do. He's looking out for the people who use Whatnot, because sometimes there is good deals. Yeah. It's the bad apples stick out, unfortunately. We all know that because of our own local news half the time.
Oh yeah, I mean, my Target still has the like only 5 at a time signs and stuff for Pokemon cards and shit, and it's sad. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, there was a long time at one of my Walmarts here in San Diego, they still won't sell Pokemon cards because there was people buying the cards, go into the parking lot and just set them shop in their trunk, or even trying to fight and rob people from leaving after leaving the store. It was insane. Back 2021 was not a fun time to be in Pokemon.
I've heard.
Yeah. Dizzy Hippie says, I love Most Critical. Been watching him for a few years. Yeah, he's good. He's good people. Hart says, I would never want to watch and review haters the time to find good stuff. Haters in the time. Oh, okay. I think I understand what she's saying. TCG says, reaction content is a scam for people with no ideas of their own. Yeah, yes and no. Like, it is a gray area for me for sure to say, like, yeah, it's content, because it does, like, in my opinion, it does suck that they're making a bunch of money off ad revenues and sponsorship sometimes when they are just reacting, especially if they're reacting from smaller people's channels and TikToks and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's a fair use system, fair use system. So it's hit or miss. E-Man says, I'm gonna start doing that. I have a kid number 2 on the way, and I don't have time to stream or make full videos. E-Man, that sounds like hell yeah. Says react to cat videos, because cat videos are still very popular. That would get you some stuff. Hart says, I like Rattle. I agree with TCG grading. You can tell who's fake pretty easily. Yeah, I think so. Rattle puts a lot of work into his channel. Oh, he absolutely does.
Yeah,
I think putting in a lot of work is a kind of an understatement for how much he goes. He goes hard
to a whole nother level. Yeah. I don't know where he gets some of his info from. Like, I respect his research.
Yeah, he probably works with what are the Union Busters from back in the day that people used to be afraid of?
Oh gosh.
They're kind of like,
not Citizens United. I don't know why that popped in my brain.
The people who went to go pick up the magic cards from that guy a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember the names. Yeah, he probably works with them.
I would say so.
Yeah. Tam Fam says, people actually used to put trackers on the vendors and follow them around. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was fucking. I would be terrified if I was a vendor and I'm seeing the same people over and over again. Yeah. That's when you need to start carrying a piece on you, like, because at one point they're going to try and rob you.
I assure you, in Arizona, they probably do.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, and that's because I don't think people realize, like, I used to work for a grocery store, so not everything comes in on the truck. Some stuff comes on from vendors, like Coke, Pepsi, some stuff, like even some cleaning products. We don't get on our trucks. We can't order it. Like, a vendor comes in, they order it, they fill the shelf. I feel like people don't fully understand that the vendors don't have the product on them. Because there was one story here in San Diego where a vendor got beat because they tried to rob them for Pokemon cards, but they didn't have any. Yeah. A piece of what? I'm confused. A piece of this Wiglet. Duh. Yeah, that has to suck. Like, are you that low, like such a low piece of shit human that you're gonna rob somebody doing their job? Like, it already happens enough as it is. But that'd be shitty.
I agree.
Talk about your shirt. Got Poke, because I think I know what it is, but it also makes me hungry.
It is, yeah, no, it is a Pokemon shirt, like, inherently, but I wear it for the same reason of, like, I like Poke, like the food also. So it's a good double entendre there. But there is a story behind this shirt. It was
Tell
my dad's
story.
Okay. So my dad, like, randomly out of nowhere got really into Pokemon Go. Like, he's never been a Pokemon guy ever, like, his whole life, but for whatever reason, like, Pokemon Go, he loved it, and, like, he was playing it so much, like, all the time. His office in where he used to work in California, like, had a Pokestop, so he's like, yeah, I wasn't ever getting any work done, like, Swiping the stupid thing all day.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where my mom like literally threatened to divorce him like if he didn't stop playing, because he was getting tickets like driving because he'd be like going 20 and a 30 like a 35 because he wants to go slow enough to like be able to hit the shit while he's
That's
driving.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So mom like put the kibosh on the Pokemon Go, so like all his Pokemon products are mine.
What did he make it to level 40?
Mm-hmm. He was level 40. He had like 200 and something shinies. Like the dude played a lot.
But he got them speeding tickets, and your mom's like, "Not today, motherfucker."
Oh nope. The best part is who gets a fucking speeding ticket for going 20 under.
Oh, I've done that to people. Well, yeah, I've given plenty of tickets for people driving under the speed limit. Yeah. Like I pull them over, they're like, I was like, I never, when I pulled people over, I never told them, I never asked the question, do you know why I pulled you over? I always tell them because I don't want a smart ass answer when I ask the question. So I pull this young kid over, and I was like, hey, how you doing? My name's Officer Gonzalez. I pulled you over because you're going 15 under the speed limit. And good old mommy Karen, excuse me, do you know your job? She's leaning over the seat, like over him. She's like, do you even know your job? That's not illegal. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, I was like, ma'am, that's great. I'm talking to the driver at the moment. I did pull him over, not you. And she was like, you're not allowed to talk to him. He's a minor. I'm like, yes. I was like, you're right and wrong at the same time. He's currently the driver of this vehicle. I have to talk to him. He's not under arrest. So I still have this right. So it turns out the kid had a learner's permit. So I'm like, okay, he's just learning how to drive. So I'm talking to him, I'm like, hey, that's great that you're learning how to drive, but you got to be aware, like the speed limit is not actually a speed limit. It's a speed minimum. It's a speed minimum and limit. You have to go that speed.
That's how fast you're supposed to be going.
Yeah, exactly. To be safe, because other drivers, like you might be going 15, but the car behind you might not be paying attention, and he is going 40. So he's going to and it wouldn't be his fault, even though he rear-ended you, because in the state of California, if you rear-end somebody, it's automatically your fault, which isn't true. Like it is to an extent, but if you have proof that it's not your fault, fucking go to court.
Get a dash cam, chat. Get a dash cam.
Yeah, dash cams are awesome. In some states, not all states, some states, if you have a dash cam, will lower your insurance. Just a note.
There you go.
But yeah, so I pulled him over and I gave him the warning because I was like, hey, you're learning. I'm not gonna do anything. So I talked to the mom. I'm like, don't ever interrupt an officer ever again. Like I'm talking to the driver. She's like, well, you need to learn your job. I'm like, cool. Step out of the vehicle.
Trying to get the kid a ticket at that point.
Yeah, I was like, step out of the vehicle. And she was like, why? I was like, I don't want to embarrass you in front of your child. Step out so we can talk. And as she was stepping out, she didn't know this, but my partner was writing her a ticket. Even though he is under the age, I as the primary officer did not determine he's been drinking, but there was a open Bud Light can in the car. So we gave the parent the ticket for open citation. Yeah, she was fucking pissed. And we couldn't get her for DUI because she wasn't the one driving, but we did determine her drinking, and you're not allowed to be like, even though she's not the driver.
Yeah, you can't have an open container alcohol.
Yeah, she's the licensed driver. So we're like, yeah, this car can't go anywhere until a sober licensed driver comes in. So we're like, all right, cool. You want to be a bitch? We'll go full bitch on you. Well, I'll show you.
I never understood cops. I'm like, even if you think you're in the right, like just
record. Like I can't tell you how many people are like, I'm recording this situation. I'm like, cool, good. Like I don't mind that at all. Go ahead, do what you need to do. And like, you're not going to stop me. No, you have that right to record. It's good. I like, yeah. Some people are really confused when you're like, what?
So hostile, and it's like if you just,
literally, like I've
never had an issue.
So there's another police officer in the chat. I'm not going to out him. And I don't want him to out himself, but he and I have talked in the past, and I've talked to other officers in the past. Like, if you're speeding and if you have like drugs in the car, just pull over. Don't do a high speed chase. That's fucking stupid. Pull over, because literally, if you cooperate with us, all you're gonna get is a speeding ticket. Yeah. So if you're a criminal out there and you're fucking got a bunch of drugs in the car, just cooperate with us, be cool, get your speeding ticket, and go sell your drugs. Like, I guarantee most of the people,
right? Like, you don't give them a reason to search the car, they're not going to search your car.
Exactly. Like, hey man, do what you need to do. Like, if you pulled over, you got your ticket. Yeah.
Officers know how to party. You guys have the keys to the evidence locker, right? So it's all the fun
sometimes,
stuff.
Yeah. I would have fought that ticket. You would have lost heart, because especially here in California, driving 15 under the speed limit is very dangerous, because most people are driving 15 over the speed limit. I pulled both you guys over, but for most courts these days, they don't accept slow drivers, because you got to think, like, if you're driving 15 under and they're driving 15 over, that's a 30-mile difference. Someone's dead. That's the best way I can explain that. Yeah, having to explain that to people was always fun. Driving too slow goes under careless and reckless driving. Yeah, being slow is the same thing as driving fast. Writing a ticket wise. I'm going to look that up in Michigan. I'm pretty sure that isn't a law here. Everyone goes slow. But if that's the thing, though, if everyone goes slow, that's the flow of traffic. So you're not endangering anybody. So that's something you need to consider. The flow of traffic does determine, like, that's why when you're on the highway and you drive by a cop and no one's getting pulled over, that's because everybody else is going 70 to 80 miles per hour. It's
Yeah, speed of traffic's more important, especially on the freeway.
Yeah. On the freeway here, we have a minimum speed, but not on regular roads. That doesn't sound right. Because I know in California, if it's not posted on a regular, like, not in a neighborhood road, but like one where you can get off into a gas station, if it's not posted, it's 35. Officers know how to party. Facts. People make them look so suspicious. Make themselves look suspicious. I had a cop pull me over and told me it was routine. Nothing is routine. I fucking hate people. We're like, oh, it's just a routine traffic stop. No, it's not. Because every traffic stop is different, and every traffic stop scares me. I don't care if you're Zato Ichi or Zato Ni. Just call me 100 Row. I do not understand that reference. Do you? Yeah. TamFam says we have a minimum and also have to be in the slow lane. Yeah, that, like, driving like, don't get me wrong. Growing up here in Southern California, like, I see a lot of bad and crazy drivers, and people always think it's San Diego drivers or California drivers. You got to remember, San Diego is a giant fucking hub for the military. So we're a huge transplant city. So we have people from all over the country with different laws coming over here to drive.
All the bad drivers are probably from Arizona.
Or Georgia. Georgia has some really bad ones too.
Like, fucking Phoenix drivers are stupid. You think California drivers are bad?
No, I've been to Phoenix. Fuck that.
They're as aggressive as California drivers, but then they're stupid as all hell.
Oh yeah, that's how I feel. That's how Florida is too.
Yeah, like California, they're not bad drivers. They're just aggressive. Like, you get in their way, they will run your ass off the road.
Some parts of Texas is like that. Like, if you're in the larger cities, that's what they're like. E-Man says, I got pulled over or searched. Then they asked if they could bring a rookie cop to search me for training because I wasn't being a punk. A hot chick cop came to search me, and it was awesome. Hey man, good for you.
All night, man.
Yeah.
You do that cabbie search, or do some drugs up there?
I prefer no spit. I mean lube. I mean, just do what you need to do.
A lube, baby.
Yeah. For a second, I was about to be like, E-Man, you might need to contact a lawyer, but no, I got it. You were just there to party. What our ventures? What? No way. Yeah, says laugh out loud. Zatoichi meets Yoji Mbu movie completely off topic. Oh, it's a movie.
Nice.
There's a city near Toronto called Brampton. People literally drive into houses. It's so bad there. Like during the winter, like
Dude,
when it's snowing.
Happened.
Yeah, I know
That
it happens. Like it happens here too. Yeah, people drive. Like there's one particular house in my neighborhood that has giant metal poles and cylinders now, just because of how many times people hit it.
Someone's driven into their house.
Yeah, but we don't. That's the thing. Like we don't have snow in San Diego, obviously. So I don't know where people are just losing control of their vehicles at. Like unless you're driving that fast, like an idiot.
California and a little bit of rain is all it takes.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, our infrastructure for rain. It's not here. It's not here at all. Before we kick this off for the night and tell everybody good night, tell the chat where they can find you, what they can expect from your channel when they go subscribe, and a little bit more about yourself that we have not talked about tonight.
Sure. I mean, you can find me on YouTube at Ichiban at Ichiban Dan, however you want to say it, doesn't really matter. I also have an Instagram and a Discord. So if you want to join either of those, the links are all over my YouTube channel. Check them out. You can talk to me. If you ping me, I'll probably respond. It's not like Pat, who has people pinging him in his Discord 2,000 times. So I'll respond. I'll hang out. Yeah. From what you can expect on my channel, just right now, there's a couple of educational videos. One's just kind of me talking about mistakes I made when I got back into the TCG, and then another one about some history on some cards, and I'm planning on doing some more of those in the future. And then every now and then I upload some breaks where I just go through new product or whatever and make fun of it, or just kind of see what hits I get, just to kind of fill in for the YouTube algorithm to not hate me, give me some more time to put out the longer form videos. And about me, I'm just, I'm about as big of a nerd as it gets. So try me, like anime, video games, whatever, cartoons, Pokemon.
Oh, I have a trivia channel in my Discord that you might want to start hitting up soon. Then
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I just love knowing stuff. I would take college classes for the rest of my life if they weren't so expensive.
Yeah. My buddy's one of those people who is essentially a full-time student and gets paid to do it. I don't remember what his actual job title is, but essentially he is a college doctor, like not a college professor doctor, but he does have a doctorate in education. So what he does do is he'll take a course, the whole course from beginning to end, for colleges that pay him to do it. Like, hey, what can we fix in our curriculum? So, and then he gets paid to do that. But he does do the whole thing to see how the professor grades, how they write.
Yeah, he's essentially an auditor, right?
Yeah, like he's essentially a professional auditor, but he gets paid stupid amounts of money to go all around the world because he has a doctorate in that.
So envious.
Yeah, I'm not. Fuck that. I'm taking public speaking right now, and I'm like, I'm over it. Which is weird because that's literally what I'm doing right now. So but when I have to read it from the script, I'm like,
it makes it different.
It does make it so much different. E-Man says, I haven't seen your content, Dan, but I will definitely be checking it out. You definitely should. One of my favorite videos I've seen in a long time was his VS video. Great content, good storytelling, very educational. But I'm a huge Pokemon nerd, so like when people ask you what's your passion, I always say Pokemon, and people don't in my classes. They're like, oh, what's something you may not know about yourself? I always put I'm a 30-year-old grown man who collects Pokemon cards for a living. Yeah. Dizzy says, yeah, nah, Gonzo, it's all the time. Literally every day there's a crash in Brampton. People just don't know how to drive. That sounds intense. That probably is a whole town of people driving over the speed limit and tight turns. public speaking is hard. It is very hard.
Can be hard.
Yeah, I'm used to it because I do this at least 4 to 5 times a month with the solos, the group chats, going to other people's channels. And I have no issue with it doing it in front of a group of a live audience, because when I was a police officer, I had to do that sometimes when, like, they go talk to kids and tell them to stay off drugs. It's the scripted stuff I have trouble with. But this is where we are going to say goodnight to everybody. So Jay's Corner TCG. So yeah, Tam fam, congratulations on that wrench. Dream at Collectibles, Heart is Where You Roam. Dizzy, Our Ventures. Who else stopped by? IQ. Thank you, Dub, for stopping in. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. Please don't forget to check out Ichiban Dan's YouTube channel, his Instagram, everything about this man. We are going to want to keep an eye out on him and watch him grow in this community. Can't wait to meet you again at Card Party, my friend, at Generation 2. Can't wait for that announcement video from Pat. Yeah. Until next time, guys, that's Ichiban Dan. My name is Gonzo, and don't forget, collect how you want to collect. Peace.